Hello. My name is Sonia Jessica, and welcome to Digested by Jess. Here we have enough for you to consume and enough to go around. Have you checked out the previous episodes? If not, why? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Please go over there and check it out. I'm sure you will enjoy and you will have fun because you should. Thank you so much for coming and tuning in for this episode. I hope you have fun and you enjoy it as much as I did. Today, we want to talk about something interesting. Should you eat it or should you not eat it? What, you may ask? Food. Should I eat it? If someone offers you, especially when you're a kid. Let me ask you guys, why are you the type of people who your parents have warned you? Usikuone ukikula kwa jirani. And then you go to the jiranis and they have sausages and they have toasted bread. And you had bread and that blue band for squeezing like this. And tea. That is your. Probably you do not understand, that you do not relate, it's not your life. But at that instance, will you eat at your neighbors? Will you not eat at your neighbors? I'm going to leave that to you to decide. Again, I'm going to leave that to you to see whether or not you will tell your kids not to eat at their neighbors. I mean, I understand parents have different reasons why they tell their children not to eat at neighbors. Maybe it's because of childhood traumas that they carry around. Maybe it's because they don't want to be embarrassed. People don't want people to see you don't have food in your house. Also, it could be because, they're afraid of poisoning. Or maybe you just expect better from your seed. I do not know. I think I'll cross the bridge when I get there, and whether or not I'll tell them children not to eat at neighbors' places. But hey, that's not the point. The point is there are so many meals out here. There are so many food. There are a variety of things that you can eat. We were just talking with my friends about snails. Would you eat snails? Do you think I would tell you not to eat a snail? Honestly, it depends on you. There are so many things. We have principles of dietetics and we talk about so many things. I think it's important that whatever you are eating or not eating, that you observe these things. I think the most important of them all, or what I love the most, is moderation. Whatever it is that you are eating, eat it in moderation. We have been told severally that too much of something is poison. You best believe that it is true. If you are someone who can get so much consumed with gluttony, watch out for your life. Watch out for your life. It's important to take little. One time I ever asked some of my friends, why is it that people abroad eat with forks and not spoons? I don't know whether that was just a generic answer or it's actually true, because they told me that they don't want to eat with spoons because spoons portray you as gluttonous. You are taking big scoops. No fork, you have to take it, little by little. I don't know, I think it made me think about my life. But you can be sure there are places that I will put the fork aside and let the embarrassment come. But it's not always. Again, it will depend on you, what your values are as a person, what your preferences are, what you would or you wouldn't do. But it's important for you not to impose on anyone what they should eat or what they shouldn't eat, with regards to all we've talked about in this season. Maybe you're a mushroom person, maybe you are a Miranda person. You do you, but even in the Bible it's mentioned that just because your neighbor does not, doesn't take and you take, you don't have to quasar them, or offend them by eating, and then they don't eat because, usiwanyime ufalme wa Mungu kwa sababu ya chakula. Basically, whether to eat or not to eat is dependent on who you are as a person and what your values are, what your belief systems are. It's again dependent on who is around you, You might be a babe girl who is a fundi, like they were calling me one time the other day. You just clear your plate. Even the one that they say leave until on the plate. You don't. because why would you waste food? Then when you go out on a date, you decide you want to eat, in moderation, in small amounts, and then you're full. Hey guys, please don't do this at home. Don't try me. Don't try me, because me. But it's, again, the Bible tells us to put a knife to your throat when you're in the presence of kings. You can't just be going there and eating everything. Sonia, I'm talking to you. You can't be out there and you're just eating like there's no tomorrow. But then again, you don't know, because the Bible again says that food is for the stomach and stomach is for the food, but God will destroy them both. Guys, if Jesus is coming tomorrow and you did not eat to your fill, in heaven, maybe we'll just be singing the entire time. I don't know whether we'll have memories of earth, and then you remember that one time you had a full fish in front of you and you decided to waste it in the name of I'm watching my weight. I want to be careful around that statement, because I'm a nutritionist or a dietitian, and I know that is a big deal, or a big concept or topic in terms of the nutrition spaces. So I'm just going to watch it at that particular point. Guys, I'm not encouraging you to be gluttonous. It's just who I am. I eat. Now, someone who was telling me that for us, we can ever at one point say, or rather in the coming years, we'll be saying, guys, I am a foodie by profession, and I sing on the side. It's a funny joke. I hope you laughed. Anyway, again, I'm going to insist on whether you eat or not eat. It depends on who you are. Nutrition care is usually very specified to who someone is, custom made to their weight, to their height, to their age, to their preferences, to their social beliefs, and all these things. And I think that reflects also when it comes to how we live our lives, or how I'm going to talk to you in this podcast. So it's important for you to just decide it on your own, look around and all these things and decide. But my encouragement for you is, please guys, eat. If you can get fruits, eat. If you can, of course, I have told you my favorite is moderation. Don't be gulping everything out here. You might find yourself eating a fish bone. I'm reminded of this story. I did the river and the source. Please do not calculate what time I did my high school. But it was funny because, so it's not funny. Someone was saying that people born between this and this age have refused to get married completely. And someone says it's because, when they were reading their asset book, it was telling them that, marriage is difficult. Marriage is hard. People are dying left, right, and center. Okay, maybe that might not be as funny, but I hope you laugh. Yeah? Okay, no, okay, fine, cool. Anyway, so there's this boy called Owansino, was it a man, who died because he was choked on a fish bone. By the way, when you come from the western part of the country, Kenya specifically, it's very important for you to be very careful. The people who are professionals, and they can, leave everything. They can leave the skeleton of the fish as it is, as it was. And then there's some of us who are very messy and chaotic. You have to constantly remove. You guys, before I go further, do you guys know what fulu is? Fulu is like a big-sized omena or a small-sized fish. And it's so difficult eating fulu because it has bones, mature bones, but in small fish. Now, especially when you're eating it with soup, I don't know, the people who really enjoy eating fulu, they have figured out their way around it. I mean, it's just chaos and woe inside my mouth. Now I'm wondering, am I going to be eating or focusing on the bones? But I have a friend called Magdalene Kibororo, bless her Lord. Actually, she loved fulu. So when I would go for functions and everybody wants to buy snacks, everybody wants to buy crisps and juice, she just send us, please buy for me fulu, because at night would have cabbage and ugali, and then she wants to put, and she would enjoy it. Oh my God, I miss that girl. Hi, Shido. Anyway, guys, whether to eat or not to eat is very dependent on who you are as a person. So don't allow people to sway you around by what they have. And then it's important for you to listen to them and hear what it is that they have for you. I hope that you have learned something around this episode. And if you have any questions or you'd like to tell us your own experiences At what point were you forced to eat something or forced not to eat something? Let us know how it has gone across all through your life. I hope it's been palatable enough for you to consume and enough to share within your circles. Let us know, engage, and let me know your own experiences. But until the next episode, won't you stay nutritionally educated?